Hi everyone, I'm Suzanne Stevens, and this is Mecklenburg Matters. Do you know that our national award-winning Park and Recreation Department turns 40 this year? From a very modest beginning with just one park back then to 210 parks today, not to mention greenways, recreation centers, aquatics, and so much more. It has been quite a journey. Our Jeremy Mills tells us more.
It began with one park and one mission to serve the recreation needs of Mecklenburg County residents. And for the past 40 years, the Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation Department has worked to fulfill that mission and build a better community along the way. The department was established on July 1st, 1974 to manage recreational opportunities outside the city limits. That year, the county purchased the first 150 acres of McDowell Park on the shores of Lake Wylie, now called McDowell Nature Preserve.
We didn't have a nature center when the park first opened up, but all of our park rangers were natural resource employees, and they all gave nature hikes. So we gave hikes in the park. We had a lot of nice nature trails, and the campgrounds was always a very popular place there too.
McAlpine Park and Latta Plantation were next to follow, opening in 1978 and 1981 respectively. Tireless efforts by many individuals to acquire land and expand programs throughout this decade ensured a solid foundation for the future of the department. However, it was in 1992 that Park and Recreation witnessed a complete transformation. On July 1st, Mecklenburg County's park system merged with the much older Charlotte Parks and Recreation Department, creating the Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation Department. The merger gave the county control of all nature preserves, greenways, recreation centers, aquatic facilities, and parks.
Citizens wanted recreation close to where they live. They wanted to be able to access different facilities for their children, for after-school care, for youth sports, for aquatic needs, and for fitness.
The 2000s were a time of change for the department. Park and Rec had to adjust to a rapidly growing community and developed a new master plan that called for several new recreation facilities to meet the demand.
And I think with the new improvements that you're going to see to parks, the expansion of existing community centers, more greenways, more programs, more activities for the citizens that live here, the future is bright for Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation.
Today, Park and Recreation's impact is greater than ever before. The department offers first-class programs that serve the health and well-being of the community, saves the county millions each year in stormwater costs by protecting watersheds and streams, and helps to remove over 1.5 million tons of air pollution every year through its extensive park tree canopy. As Park and Rec prepares for its next 40 years, one thing remains the same: to make Mecklenburg County a better community to live, work, and recreate.
Thanks, Jeremy. Did you know Park and Rec facilities and programs bring over $53 million tourism dollars to the county every year, and that they decrease the public's medical costs by $81 million every year? You want to get healthier by recreating all year? Well, check out parkandrec.com and get going on a healthier you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm Suzanne Stevens.
Do you have questions about property revaluation? Just go to mecklenburgcountync.gov and click on the Property Revaluation button at the bottom of the page. There is a wealth of information there, including frequently asked questions. And if you still have questions or concerns, click on the Contact Us link or call us at 704-336-7600.
Welcome to Mecklenburg Matters. I'm Suzanne Stevens. You know, it's a big world out there, and it's hard to see it all, except through books. World Book Night is an annual celebration of reading and books. It sees passionate volunteers give hundreds of thousands of books away in their communities to share their love of reading with people who, for whatever reason, don't read for pleasure or maybe don't even own books. Charlotte Mecklenburg Library was part of the worldwide effort. Take a look.
Thank you.
Yes.
April 23rd is World Book Night, an event 25,000 volunteers strong. For Charlotte Mecklenburg Library, it's an all-day event with almost 50 volunteers and growing.
Reading takes you to a world beyond your reality, and I think that it's important for individuals to read more, especially as children, and for adults to foster the love of reading in children, because it just takes them to a world beyond their own. It just allows them to be imaginative, to be creative, to be inspired, to do things that they probably thought that they could never do.
Armed with 20 books each, these volunteers are looking to spread the word about the joy of reading.
Tonight we are having the World Book Night reception, and this is for book givers that have volunteered to donate 20 copies of their books to light or non-readers in their communities.
So this year I'm picking up our books. I'm going with 2 other people from the Independence Regional Library branch over to East Mac, and we're going during lunchtime, and we're using it as a part of our summer reading. So we're going to actually have information for all the high school kids about and getting involved in summer reading, as well as having information about the books and giving out the books.
1 million books in one day, and literally spreading the word, the written word.
I'm going to try to advertise to people the library and advertise World Book Night and try to get light and non-readers to come pick out a book.
If there's a type of book that you normally would like to read and you haven't been reading, I can kind of give you hopefully I can give you a suggestion. So like I've included some flyers about events going on in the library, as well as other libraries as well. If you want to tell World Book Night about your experiences, you can send it in there. But have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, thank
you. This is yours, man.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and tell your, you can sign up for World Book Night as well next year, and you can give out 20 copies of a book yourself. So maybe this will start your love of reading again, and then you can be part of the team. Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
It's really good. Especially people like us or me. In general, I don't read. I know half the people that are walking here aren't big or avid readers anymore. But I mean, I'm all about it.
World Book Night is all about giving free books to non-readers, light readers, or those unable to access books, and encouraging them to become avid readers, something every librarian laments.
This is what I do every day. So this is my biggest passion is reading and books and trying to get more people into the library.
It's about your library. The Charlotte Mecklenburg Library, reaching out to people to make connections and strengthen the community. It's about providing access to books, encouraging literacy, which in turn makes everyone better.
What kind of resort is this? Savannah asked Robin. It seemed as if they had driven through Little Mexico to get here, and the place looked as though it could stand to be remodeled.
It's about something as simple as the sharing of stories, a cultural tradition, with an updated twist. Libraries and volunteers, making a difference in the community and changing lives.
I think this is great. I mean, I'm always encouraging people to read more. Like I was telling him, I read an average of 4 to 5 library books a week, and I think the library is one of the best resources we have.
Do you know what April 23rd is?
No.
Okay, well, World Book Night is always on April 23rd.
Okay.
And the reason why it's always on April 23rd is it's Shakespeare's birthday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday,
So,
Shakespeare.
450 years.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Wow, that's great.
So you get a free book.
Free book. Thanks, Shakespeare. I appreciate it.
Here's a question. Would you like to get involved with your county government? Well, go to mecklenburgcountync.gov and click on the Mech Connect button. This is our citizen involvement page, and it allows you to connect to volunteer opportunities. You can also apply to be on an advisory board if you want, and you can also share your ideas with the county. We're sincere. We really do want to hear from you. Thanks for watching. And now you know Mecklenburg Matters. I'm Suzanne Stevens. Hello, I'm Suzanne Stevens, and welcome to Mecklenburg Matters. Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation's goal is to make sure that every child knows how to swim before leaving 5th grade. Now, to make that happen, they're offering free swim lessons through the Every Child's a Swimmer program. Our Charlie Cowens reports. Take a look.
When you see this many parents with their children lined up out the doors of Ray's Splash Planet, you know something important is going on.
Get my little one registered so she can get some swim lessons, so she won't drown. She know be a good swimmer.
And these young ones are learning the important life skill of swimming at their first lesson on a Saturday morning at Ray's Splash Planet.
Every summer, there's always that tragic story, with kids drowning and not knowing how to swim, and it's so preventable. And it's something as simple as learning through this Learn to Swim program. This is a water safety issue. It's just as important as putting on a helmet, wearing your seatbelt. Learning to swim saves lives. So it's a big initiative with Park and Rec.
This free program is Every Child's a Swimmer, and Park and Rec's goal is that every child knows how to swim before leaving 5th grade. It's an ambitious goal. Take a look at these smiling faces and you can see these youngsters are well on their way. Take a look at their parents and you can see how proud they are of their children.
Very important, because I swim like a fish, so if I'm gonna be out there swimming, I want him to be having knowledge of the water and swim too.
The response for the free swim lessons was overwhelming. In fact, quite a few families weren't able to get into the first set of lessons. But Park and Rec is committed to this program.
This is a year-round program. We're going to continue to offer free swim lessons every month, and we're looking to expand it to multiple pools to really hit that need.
For more information, visit parkandrec.com. I'm Charlie Cowens.
Thanks, Charlie. Every Child's a Swimmer is just one of the many programs and leagues that Park and Rec offers. Want to know more about all this? Well, just click on parkandrec.com on the web and check out the quarterly Get Going Guide. They list activities for preschoolers to seniors and for everybody else in between. The park mascot is Ray, and that stands for Recreate All Year. So get off the couch and out into our fabulous parks and greenways. That's Mecklenburg Matters. Thanks for watching. I'm Suzanne Stevens. I'm Suzanne Stevens, and this is Mecklenburg Matters. Did you know Mecklenburg County has almost 5,000 employees? And they're very proud of the work they do, and their mission is to serve our citizens. But not all departments directly serve the public. One department takes care of serving the other departments so that they can serve the public directly. That department is called Business Support Services. Want to know more? Take a look.
The BSSA Expo is a way for us to get together, away from the hectic day of the normal workplace, spend some time exploring other programs, seeing what's going on in other departments.
Well, as a new employee, it really helps me to learn what all of my colleagues do and helps me to know where to go when I need assistance with certain things.
Getting together and cross-collaborating, it's so great. So people you interact on the phone with every day or over email, some people you haven't seen in a while, you actually come out here and see them, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
So BSSA's mission is to enable the success of our customers. We're all the behind-the-scene folks. We're not Park and Rec, we're not social services. We're the behind-the-scene services that make all those front-facing services stronger, better, more efficient.
And the goal is to make the customer happy. And there's no better feeling for an architect, and as me as serving within BSSA and design and construction project management, is to make sure the customer is happy.
Putting our customers first in everything we do is why we are here. I know that sounds corny and people have done that before in the past, but we really mean it. Whether it is reaching out, helping them to simplify their business, helping them to think more strategically how they do the things they do, we're here to bring that focus and again, service our customers.
The BSSA model has improved service delivery by allowing seemingly disparate parts of the organization coordinate and communicate right out of the gate on a project.
By having all of us working collaboratively together, we're ensuring that we're providing the best solutions for the line of business applications, for the business needs of our customers, the different departments in Mecklenburg County, enable them to be successful.
So it's really helped us look at things from a complete process as opposed to individual processes. And it just breeds creativity and coordination naturally. So we think that's been really, really important.
Wonder how to find land records or apply for a Board of County Commissioners Advisory Council, or maybe get a business license? Hopefully you know we're on the web. The address is mecklenburgcountync.gov. You click on the How Do I button, which is right on the front page, to see how you can find, apply for, check, get, register, watch, report, schedule every service in the county. All right there. That's Mecklenburg Matters. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Suzanne Stevens.
Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation isn't just great parks.
Working out to stay fit.
Hitting the greens.
Exploring our county's nature preserves.
Playing for the team.
Or celebrating life's most important moments.
It's all these things and more. Visit parkandrec.com to discover the adventures waiting for you through Mecklenburg County Park and Recreation. It's the natural place to be.
Hi everyone, this is Mecklenburg Matters, and I'm Suzanne Stevens. Mecklenburg County officially named its former Fighting Back building the Hattie B. Anthony Fighting Back Center. Now this building is used as a community resource for neighborhood meetings and for local functions. The naming ceremony was an emotional celebration of an extraordinary woman who made a real difference in so many people's lives. Take a look.
I'm delighted to welcome all of you here today to the unveiling of the naming of the Hattie B. Anthony Fighting Back Center. Welcome, and I just was over there reading the beautiful plaque, and I'm not going to try to give it away, but I do recall some words from it that I think probably will ring in everyone's mind. She was a fighting spirit with a calm demeanor.
It's up to us to allow Hattie to live in our minds, in our lives. And what we do here today is a reminder that if we let Hattie live in our minds, which is really what we call spirit, Let her mind live in our mind, the mind to do and care and to save generations from the plagues that plague our society. And they're simply human weakness that leads to addiction. Thank you, Vilma and commissioners, for putting her name on this memorial.
She loved people, and she loved her family. And you can see it by the people who are attending here today. When I came on the board, they were getting ready to shut down Fighting Back. So we proceeded to try to keep Fighting Back open. But there was not the support necessary to keep this building open as it was. So today we are reopening this building in the name of Hattie B. Anthony.
Mrs. Anthony was a luminary in her University Park community, where she routinely provided assistance to the elderly, supported programs for youth, and found odd jobs for the unemployed in the neighborhood. For more than 3 decades, Hattie worked tirelessly to improve the lives of others as supervisor of neighborhood relations for the city of Charlotte, staff associate for the United Way of Central Carolinas, program coordinator for the YWCA, and finally as executive director of the Mecklenburg County Fighting Back program. From 1993 to 2003, Hattie's leadership in Fighting Back helped to usher a new partnership through the Project Safe Neighborhoods program. It was through her work in combating the plague of substance abuse that really helped improve the lives of so many people. During her time at Fighting Back, this area of the county saw a significant drop in the drug-related crime rate, and it was Hattie B. Anthony that made that a reality.
As you all know, Hattie Anthony gave a great deal to this community and to this city. She started the Fighting Back. She really got the Fighting Back project to the place that it was, working around substance abuse issues. And then she went on to help us with the Reach 2010 project, where we, I think, made a huge difference in really trying to impact chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. I think that Miss Anthony lived a very good life, but I also think she was a person who made a huge difference in her life. And not everybody is lucky enough to be able to say that. And I'm sure that's what she wanted to do, and I think we all know that is what she did. I'm very honored to have met her and to have been able to work with her.
Mrs. Anthony worked hard for her community and all of Charlotte and its residents. However, what are you and I doing to help improve the quality of life along the Charlotte-Beattyford Road corridor? Make Charlotte a better place in which to live. As a community, we can no longer sit idly by and transfer our power and our responsibility to be engaged citizens. I leave you with a challenge to be more than just a sickle bystander or one who criticizes everything. Like Hattie Anthony, lend your talents, have courage and vision. Get involved in your community. Thank you.
Love thy neighbor as thyself. Hattie knew this. Otherwise, she could not have done the work that she did. She loved God first, and she loved her fellow man second. She could not have done the work she did helping the poor, helping those who were addicted to drugs. She could not have done that without loving God. You have to have a love and a reverence for God in order to do that kind of work. And secondly, she loved her neighbors as herself. She loved the people she helped. She wasn't too good. She wasn't above helping those who were less fortunate, who found themselves disenfranchised from society. She knew they needed help, and she went about doing what God had assigned her to do.
was truly a splendid ceremony. Now, there's quite a lot that your county does. Would you like to know more about a specific department? Well, you can go to mecklenburgcountync.gov and click on Departments. Each department has a web page with information on what they do and how to access services or report a concern you may have. And if you don't have internet access, not to worry. You can use your phone and call 311. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Suzanne Stevens, and this is Mecklenburg Matters.